Well, I've Moldova coming here for a fair while, and this is Chisinau, capital of Moldova, and it is pretty cool and very cold weather indeed, but life is good. A little bit of rain. Let's go and explore Chisinau, Moldova. Welcome to Chisinau, which of course is the capital of Moldova, and we are in the least visited country in Europe. Only 11,000 tourists come here a year, possibly because of the lack of attractions, but that is spectacular. And what is a magnificent park. Very cold here of course at the moment. Hopefully this jacket does me wonders over the next few days, but it is absolutely stunning. It is clean, it is green, the people are supremely friendly, and my hostel is just up here and it's absolutely magnificent. Let's go and explore Chisinau, Moldova. I know what a difference a day makes. Yesterday was freezing cold weather and rain and wind and everything, and that's that same building we saw yesterday morning. I basically had the day off yesterday because it was a bit cold, but what a beautiful place this little park is. And today I'm going to visit the zoo. And there's another special landmark not far from the zoo, so it's all in one area there. But look at that, beautiful. Of course, this is Chisinau, which is the largest city in Moldova, and it's got 488,000 people. Of course, the population of Moldova in general is 3.4 million, so it's pretty rural based. But once again, here's those beautiful flowers that we saw yesterday, but on a beautiful crystal clear blue sky. Look at that. They're good days, those. You don't get too many days like that. Let's go and explore the zoo and the special landmark. And welcome to Gradina Zoologica. Superb stuff in Chisinau. Unfortunately, it's not bloody well open. So they could have told me that beforehand, but I was looking forward to that. The taxi driver said it's very good, so I have to believe him on that fact. But then I said snow leopards here, and he goes no. So I was sure there were snow leopards here as well, but that's alright. We'll have to move on. The zoo is no good. Wonderful artwork, but unfortunately, Gradina Zoologica in Chisinau is not open. Well, here's a wee look at the glorious buildings here in Chisinau, Moldova. Superb stuff, I love that. Just had an interesting conversation with the zoo manager. It's not open. Heaps of people getting turned away, kids in despair, just families in despair. Dear oh dear. And yeah, it's pretty upsetting, but I'm not sure why it's closed. He just signalled to me 7, so it's open at 7. It's dark by 5 here, so unsure what's going on there, but lots of people being turned away. That's life. Move on. Get on with it. Well, from a negative to a positive, look at these buildings. Fantastic. They'd all have a great view. Yes, they look decrepit from the 1970s, but wow, that's exactly what I expected of Moldova. They're bloody beautiful. Yes, they're old, but I reckon they're kind of cool. My first apartment here a couple of nights ago was absolutely nothing short of 5-star. It was far too good for me. It was beautiful. These ones not so good, but gee whiz, they look cool. And they'd have a great view. And housing plenty, that's for sure. On that note, a lot of Ukrainians have come here since the war. About 700,000 apparently, because of its close proximity to Ukraine. But they'll probably be housed in some sort of abodes similar to these up there. And currently Moldova's hosting 100,000 Ukrainians right now. I spoke to one yesterday actually. He seemed pretty upbeat about the whole situation. But and then they just continue on over here as well. These beautiful buildings, look at that, from tall to short. Pretty cool. And this is that away to the airport and that away to Chisinau. I'm going to go that away to Chisinau. Good times. An abandoned pram. A little bit strange, but it's been there for about, well, since I've been here, 10-15 minutes. Now it's interesting, the newborns here have what's a special shower, baby shower for them, and it's performed from the eldest lady on the father's side. Beautiful old buildings there as well, who basically gives them a baby shower, a bath. And of course they have water, they have flowers for a nice life, and honey and milk for a sweet life, and of course dollars. That's 200 lei there, and that's what the taxi cost me to get here, which equates to about 10 euro. So yeah, interesting times. Real traditional sort of baby bath slash shower for each of the newborns. Look at those wicked old buildings. And as we leave Botanica, we come to basically the more newish buildings within Chisinau. And I came over this bridge yesterday morning, yeah, and I saw these buildings. They look quite new. Newish, not Jewish. In fact, speaking of the Jewish, there is the largest cemetery, Jewish cemetery here in Chisinau. It's been well publicised on Google from the Holocaust days, of course, and yeah, they publicised that in a time that wasn't great, obviously, but one of the largest Jewish cemeteries in the world is right here in Chisinau. Plenty of trees on not a bad day actually. The sun's just popped away again, but it's probably about 17 odd degrees. Can wear the sunnies if I want to, but I kind of like Chisinau. It's pretty cool. Capital of Moldova. Well, yesterday morning I saw this and I mulled over coming here. Moldova! A couple of wee play on words there, Moldova and Moldova. But it'll be a nice welcome change from the 80s and 90s dwellings that we saw before to getting into a little bit of modernicity with brands such as Guess, Mango, and I don't know the others, Geox, De Facto. Cineplex. Oh, there's a movie theatre there, superb. So I'm gonna pop in just to see a little bit of modernicity at its finest in Chisinau, Moldova. Let's go to the Moldova. It's actually super modern and cool. It's wicked. Amazing to get into modernicity. And it just feels like being in a really flash modern mall. It is awesome. It really is. Completely different world within about a 5-minute walk. Well, that was Moldova. And to be honest, I went to quite a few stores to get some clothes, but I feel frumpy. And I don't have any money. I actually don't need any clothes. So for those reasons alone, I'm going to go to the New York restaurant and bar and probably go for a beer. Because I actually haven't had a beer yet in Moldova. But they're good days, those. You don't get too many days like that. Moldova, what a spot. Well, it's a beautiful evening here in Chisinau. But the New York restaurant and bar, they just don't serve you. Across the road from my wonderful hostel is the exact same franchise, New York restaurant and bar, and they serve you like that. Never let a man's drink be empty for 10 minutes every time. But have a look at this. As the sun goes down, I've got another, what is it, the old finger trick? Probably half an hour of light left. So a half an hour walk left before I get to the next bar. Good work. And a very, very early flight tomorrow, 3 AM. I've got to be there, dear, oh dear. And I've still got to check in, and it's a nightmare. Oh, I love Chisinau. That's why you walk around, you see these monuments that you didn't see this morning. That's this morning's monument. I didn't see this one. And on that note, those were our people today. And that's Gregorio signing off from Chisinau, Moldova, tonight. It's been a real hoot. I've really enjoyed it. Look at that. Beautiful.